Yeah, it's because
Oh, because you don't have your AirPods.
yeah, we're gonna have to 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh, guys. Hey everyone, we see you. Sarah's getting her iPads, but gosh, that sound. Welcome in, anyone that's joining, anyone that is new to us, you guys. We are Divine Femme. Please share where you're from, where you're tuning in from. We love hearing that. It's so fun as we see more global people all over the world just connect and share where they're from. And then we help spiritual entrepreneurs, guys, really step into their power unapologetically, boldly, and help them create a transformational online program. And I love it ties into this whole topic of really helping them gain their power back, have their gift, their natural God-given gift, be seen, be heard, and of course, monetized. So I love this topic because a lot of clients before they come to us, they know they've answered the call, they know something powerful is in them, and if they haven't, it just keeps on brewing and brewing and brewing until they can't stand it anymore. And I love this because this whole idea of like, it's up to you, gorgeous, right? Stop BSing when you're ready to stop BSing and fully commit to your divine service, fully step into your power. So much is on the other side. Obviously the impact, the income, but it's up to you to allow that, right? And then you line up with us. So let's talk about this for a hot second. When you are done BSing, and even taking that in for a hot second, admitting you got the call and you were the one holding yourself back, right? So when you're done with that, when you're done BSing and you're ready to be seen, heard, and paid for your natural gift, for your God-given gift, that purpose, that divine service, you know you're here to do. So let's talk about this for a hot second. This is really, really fun.
Yeah. I think this is so fun. Such a fun topic. If you guys, I see you tuning in live with us over here on either LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, please say hello and let us see your face and see where you're tuning in from. Let us know. Hands down, one of the biggest things when people find us is they are sick of their own bullshit. They know that they are the number one thing holding themselves back. So I don't know if you're resonating with this at all, if you're in a place in your spiritual business where you are ready to fully be seen and step into, you know, sharing your gift with the world with a big way, but yet there's something not clicking. There's something not clicking for you. And it's not strategy per se, although it could be, but a piece of that. There's something else internally that's not clicking for you, and you know that it's you. You know that you are hitting an upper limit in your own life. You're hitting an upper limit with what you're hitting your upper limit. You're getting ready to expand into more. And magically, this is when, I don't know, there's an echo. Magically, this is when, you know, there's sabotaging tendencies that pop up.
Yeah, this is
There, now it's better. Sorry about that, guys. So this is magically when all of the excuses come up. This is magically when you start to, you know, all of a sudden procrastinate, put things on the, oh, I am not live anymore on Instagram. I don't know what's going on today.
Dude, we're going to focus right here.
Okay, so I was just right before I went live that it used to paralyze me just to go live. I used to be so afraid. Now it's like we can like show up with like the worst technicalities ever, and we still show up to share a message. So this is perfect.
I was just gonna say that, right? This is so good, so good.
So there comes a point in time, but basically, bottom line, guys, there comes a point in time when you have to be sick of your own bullshit in order to take yourself to the next level. You're not going to be able to reverse engineer everybody else's funnel and try to figure out the magic formula, the magic strategy, the magical thing that's going to catapult you forward when you yourself have not stepped into your next level because you keep hitting your upper limit and using sabotaging excuses or procrastination or perfectionism or whatever the case may be for you. You know that when you're done BSing because there's an inner friction that you can't take it anymore. There's an inner friction that you just know you are the only thing that's standing between you and your next level, which is always the case. And this is not going to say that
it's almost like magic. Like when you can start to click into that and you get out of your own way and you start to step into next level versions of yourself and you bust through that upper limit, magically the right person will appear with a strategy that actually works for you, or magically this or that. And so it's like when you're seeking these things outside of yourself from a place of this well, from a place of this undercommitted, under under resilience, under, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, undercommitted is something that's coming up right now, because so many spiritual entrepreneurs, and I can say that this happened to myself, where I would get so far and then I would allow myself to take like 3 steps backward and then justify and defend and make excuses for that to be okay.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
get so
Which is a
how often
waste
have
of
you got,
energy, right?
yeah, I want to get, how often have you gotten to an upper limit and then all of a sudden a health issue comes up, there's a twist in your relationship, there's something that you manifest a money problem, you manifest, there's
Mhm,
all of these sabotaging things that magically appear that people are not correlating to the fact that they are hitting their next level. And magically, this is when things start to make it really easy for you to decide to do something other than go full steam ahead with what you know you're being called to do. This inner friction will keep running into this every time you start to hit your next upper limit. And it doesn't even matter what your upper limit is. Every time you start to approach this upper limit, you are going to get this inner sense of, and stems from some limited beliefs. And this is what Vanessa is so powerful in helping you shift inside Sacred Leader Academy. Well, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough to have this kind of success, or this kind of influence, or this kind of impact, or this kind of prosperity, or this kind of money flowing into me? Am I worthy enough of this? Am I good enough for this? And because of that lingering belief that is hiding in your unconscious, you will have this friction that comes up as you approach your upper limit. And this is the inner friction, the inner
mhm,
friction that I'm referring to, that you can sense. It's an internal thing. You
mhm,
know that everything is possible for you, and you can see examples of it in your reality all the time when you're looking out, and you can see it happening for other people, but you can feel this inner resistance, this inner conflict, this inner gridlock is what it feels like. Gridlock, resistance, conflict, something that's going on internally that you have to get out of your own way in order to step into this next level. Those are the people that are primed and ready for to work with a mentor, any mentor. Because if you're not to that point yet where you're so sick of the familiar patterns that you keep creating, and you're not sick, like you just are so fed the fuck up with your own bullshit, that you are ready to take those steps, that you're ready to look at yourself, that you're ready to shine a light of awareness on everything that you've been doing, that you're ready to get called out, that you're not going to get offended when you get called out, that you want someone to call you out. You're like, please call out my blind spots, help me get to this next level. I want to see what I don't see so I can move forward to the next step.
mhm,
These are the people that are ready for mentorship. And so whether you're working with us, this is what we look for, or whether you're looking for clients that are going to be enrolling into your program, these are the people that are ready to get results. These are the people that are ready to dive deep with you. These are the people that are going to show up and be accountable, and are still going to hit those upper limits in the midst of your experience together. But that's why
mhm.
they're with you, right? So you can help call them out on that, and you can help shine a light on that to help move them to the next level. And if you're not doing that, then I think you're doing a huge disservice to your clients, to be honest, because they're going to be hitting this resistance periodically as they continue to grow and expand into more. And you have to be, as a coach, just because I know a lot of our clients are that's who we help as coaches, healers, coaches,
Mhm.
visionaries, creatives, but people that want to be a transformational catalyst in the process for others, right? If you're not able to do this for them, it's probably because you're not able to do it for yourself first and foremost. So where are you? Where are you allowing your BS sabotaging excuses, allowing the saboteur archetype and all the archetypes, fear-based archetypes we teach in SLA, allowing those to run rampant in your energetic field? And where are you buying into your own BS and not willing to take your own steps with integrity and accountability and embody what it is that you actually teach and that you help with. Because as you do that for yourself, you're going to be more willing and able and open to doing it for others. Until then, it's going to feel very uncomfortable for you. Very uncomfortable for you if you can't call out your own BS, and hopefully have a mentor to help you do that, right? Because other people can see your blind spots better than you. And are you humble enough to admit that? Are you humble enough to see that other people are going to be able to see what you can't see, because you have this veil of perception in front of you that is rooted in stories and narratives and meanings that you've applied to things that have nothing to do with the truth and nothing to do with you and nothing to do with your potential. So are you willing to do this for yourself as a coach, and are you willing to do it for your clients as well? Because if you can't do that for your clients, and I would say this is definitely something that you want to hone as a craft for yourself as a coach, as a catalyst of transformation, as an alchemist, someone that's working with these powerful energies to help people transform their lives. But the hands down number one thing when I know someone's ready to get results is when they show up and they are just sick and fed up and done BSing themselves. And they recognize that amongst all the things that they've been trying and dabbling in, and all the things that they've been pursuing, they are the common denominator in all of those. And at some point, they have to be humble enough to acknowledge that, so they can step out of their comfort zone and take those next steps that are going to be very rooted in ego-driven fear, for getting out of that familiar territory and taking those steps. And really losing a personality identity. If you're getting validation from not succeeding in something that you do, or being a victim in something that you do, or if you're getting some kind of satisfaction, or you're getting some kind of energy back for the situations and the patterns that you're creating in your life, otherwise you wouldn't be doing them. And so there's a huge level of transformation that has to happen in order for you to be able to show up fully confidently, be seen, heard, and get paid, and sharing your gift and message with the world. When you're working with brands, personal brands, such as what we do, working with personal brands, they require your full authentic expression. You're not selling shoes, right? You're not selling shoes on a website. You're selling you. You're selling and you're required to show up in your most authentic, fullest expression. So what does that mean? That means you're not going to be able to fake this. You can't fake it and make it. There's no faking it and making it.
That's so good, girl. I mean, I do love shoes, but there is something we keep on saying this word magic. There's not, you can't, it's a feeling. This is an energy game. We work with people that it's an energy alignment. 90% of this is energy. So getting yourself behind that, backing that energy, it's almost like this antsy, it's like an anxiousness. You're sick of the BS. You need to first call yourself out. And it takes a really humbling, like we keep on saying this word, humbling person to surrender into the fact and take that responsibility. It's so funny. Fear and self-responsibility, no matter what your age, no matter where you come from, you could be, you could have been the CEO of your engineering team, and you have this massive mission to have a spiritual business. And here you are thinking, oh, I'm X amount of ages, I've had all this wisdom. But it's so interesting how that self-responsibility and fear are still the two things that hold so many people back, no matter your experience, your age, your mission. So being coaches that help you really break this down and step so fully into yourself, and remember that you are both the creator and the creation. And it's not going to stop until you step up and you confront that powerfully. It's not an efforting. It's not like a forceful. It's an ownership of who you are, and you proclaiming, I'm done with this BS. And I am so ready to be seen, heard, respected, paid for my gift, because I know it's in me. And I love bringing it back to, we talk about this all the time, and especially in Sacred Leader Academy, it is such a disservice when you know you have a gift in you, you know it, you feel it. It's something that you can't even put words to, but it's bigger than you. It is such a disservice to yourself and the way your life will be impacted, to all your clients and the way their life will be impacted, to the world. And most importantly, we're all about higher conscious in this group, right? In Divine Femme, affecting the healing, the joy, the abundance of this higher consciousness that we all feel in our soul. And Divine Femme is massively about bridging spirituality, who we truly are, and abundance and a freedom lifestyle. If you relate with us, if you resonate with us, you know that's in your blueprint. You're not here for a mediocre life. You're not here for 9 to 5. You're not here to settle and stay in your comfort zone. You're here to make massive impact. And you are the one holding yourself back, gorgeous queen. And that's okay, right? Until it's not, and it brews up and it's so, so, so big. So when you're done BSing and you are so, so ready to be seen, to be heard, fully experience parts of yourself you can't even fathom until you're in the muck of it and you get to experience and you push past that imposter syndrome, you push past all that fear, all that BS, and these nuances come out of you, these ideas, these downloads, these magical feelings, and this energy just picks up and you start making shit happen. And then, as we talk about all the time, that becomes you and you only get more and better and more expanded. Does that make sense? But you have to call out your own BS and get to that first level where that old version of you is not, it's not even a realm in your reality because you've up-leveled so much. And then you become that person, then you owe more. And it's like, you can't go back. So only go forward. And I know you feel it, but you have to be the one to just literally draw that line in the sand and say, I'm done BSing. And when you do that, again, this may be the first time you're coming across Sarah and I or Divine Femme. Take that as a sign. There are signs and blessings everywhere. Then again, that's up to you to be aware of when the limiting upper limits happen. You got to keep pushing forward because you are the one in charge, right? You're the creator and the creation, which is powerful. Yeah.
So good.
It is.
I hope
It is really
that-
good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, it was cutting out just for a second, but I just wanted to say that if you're the thing that there's a recommitment, and I wanted to throw this in there. There's a recommitment that's required over and over and over again in a spiritual business. So one of the things that we see a lot is when you've that first hurdle, you're done BSing and you commit the first time. This is a side note, and this is something that maybe we can elaborate on in a different video or a different live stream, but I think that one of probably the biggest fears when I think back to like probably my original, when I first started out, my first program online, it was a healing program. And one of the biggest fears that really kept me from moving forward was, well, what if, it really was a fear of what if it's not successful? What if it's like that fear that keeps you from really when you hit that upper limit to make the decision to move forward and go past it, besides the unconscious fear that so many of us have is, are we actually worthy of receiving all of this? The impact, the clients, the money, the success, and all of this is, what if it doesn't work out? What if I do this and it fails? And I can just say hands down, you will do things that fail. You will do things that bomb. You will do things that fail. Your magic and your gold is going to be in your ability to recommit and with faith to what it is that you're here to do and create in the world, and be able to do that and pivot in the moment over and over and over and over again. This is not a one and done situation. It's not a one and done situation. We know when people land in front of us, and like Vanessa said, it's very synchronistic. They call us in. The next day they see one of our videos or a podcast episode. They don't know how they found us. This is exactly what happened on a call I had yesterday. And there's no accidents there. But don't think that first decision that you make is going to be the last time you're asked to step out of your comfort zone and to stop BSing yourself. This is a continuous process, you guys, that requires you to recommit over and over again to your vision, to your mission, to your goals, to what it is you want to create in the world. And one thing that really, so I'm not here to sugarcoat that. Like, this is something that you have to be willing to step up over and over and over again. And this is not something that's just a job. It's a life destiny that you're stepping into. So really it's time to, and I know anybody that's resonating with this, that's already like, yeah, I'm there. I'm already there. Like, I'm done. Like, that's who pops up on our pages or on our calls. Like, yeah, that's me. I'm done. So you already know if this is you. and you're done and it's over. And it's like time is we're moving on. We're going to the next step. Like that's it. That's all there is to it. Like that is it. I'm drawing a line and this is it. Like there's no going backwards from this. I'm only going forwards and I'm taking that next step. You know if that's you. And to be honest, those are the only people that we are prepared to help really transcend their current limitations so that they can expand into more. And so I know, Vanessa, you wanted to say something real quick. So I hope you still have it. But I just wanted to say that this is not a one and done situation. Your sabotage, which is the beauty of having mentorship in your life, because it's not just at the beginning when you have to step through that initial, take that initial transformative action to get through that upper limit, but your mind will play plenty of tricks on you between that moment as you approach more of the results you're looking to gain in your business. Your mind will play plenty and plenty of tricks on you. All of your sabotaging tendencies will rise to the surface for you to become aware and clear. Any place that you're hiding your full authentic expression is going to feel like stuckness in your energy field. Like you're going to know that this is actually just the beginning. When people sign up for Sacred Leader Academy, like, wow, I thought I was just getting a business program, and like, holy shit, like I didn't realize how much transformation was going to happen between then and now in order for me to come full circle and be able to get these results. There's so much transformation that happens, you guys, in order for that to happen. This is obviously an inner game. Your inner reality creates your outer reality. And the first step is being sick of your own bullshit to be able to take the next step. The second one is being committed to the process over and over and over and over again, so you can transcend and quantum leap your old experiences and step into new. And that doesn't happen with one of the biggest things that I hate to see sometimes is when someone will, and I've done this you take that initial action and you maybe hire a mentor or something like that. And then you ride that wave of momentum for like 2 weeks until sabotage kicks in, and then you're not committed to the result anymore. And this is just real talk. Like that's not on your coach or mentor if that's what you're doing. This is on you. This is like the self level of responsibility that comes to the table when you are ready. When you are ready. You want to help clients that are ready. This is how you do it. You be ready. You be ready to circumvent and clear your own bullshit to move forward in what you need to do. And this is what's going to help you do this for your clients as well. But it is a continuous process, you guys. It's not something that's just a one and done situation for yourself. It takes a committed person. It takes a committed entrepreneur to be able to ride the waves of entrepreneurship and launch what it is that you want to launch and create what you want to create in the world. And it's not going to be, if you see you're going to fail at things and you're going to succeed at things and you're going to pivot and do things differently. You have to be willing to play with this process in order to allow it to be this thing that is evolving with you versus something that is immediately stunting your growth. Or so many people will run into a failure and then that's it. Like, oh, that didn't work, so now everything's dead in the water kind of thing. No, this is a process that you get to play with. You, every single time, you get to recommit and continue to move forward without any of your BSing, sabotaging tendencies, really transcending and alchemizing those. Failure is part of this process in order to make you, in order to help you harness this. Failure. You coming into roadblocks, and it's not saying that you manifest this, but it's really interesting when you look back and you read people's stories over a lifetime, and you look at people's stories over a lifetime, the legacies that they leave over a lifetime. If they were to stop and put their life under a microscope for a certain year or a certain decade even, or a certain aspect of their life, and you were to zoom into that particular aspect of their life, you could look at them and see them as a failure or a success and then chalk them up to this or that, right? Like your ego can make that snap judgment. But when you read stories and you listen and you read books and you are motivated or inspired by people that have left a legacy over a lifetime, their life is full of these ebbs and flows, you guys, and full of stepping into their hitting their upper limit and transcending that over and over and over again. So
Mhm.
can you get so expansive that you're able to commit to this process over your lifetime versus this micro bubble of just landing a client and generating some money for your spiritual business, or getting to the next level? Can you expand your vision and expand it? So this is just who you are. This is just what you're going to do, not who you are in the literal sense, because we know we're so much more than that. But in this 3D experience, this is just how you're going to play the game. You're just going to play this 3D game all out, and you're going to commit to a lifetime of upper limits and
Mhm.
love hitting those upper limits, so you can get so nitty gritty with your energy and your mindset and your flow, that you're so, and your awareness and your clarity, that you can transcend those, because that's so fun, because it's fun to transcend your upper limit and to expand into more. Can you allow that to be your bigger vision of versus it being so small and hitting one roadblock, overcoming your BS, and then feeling like you got to do that again? No, you will do that again, because life has a way of bringing you challenges to make you grow, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
But your perception around it is everything. Your perception around it will leave you dead in the water, sabotaging your success, frustrated as hell, with this inner calling bubbling up inside of you, and you so frustrated. But until you hit that point where you're just
Mhm.
so done with it and you're just so ready, nobody's going to be able to help you, including us.
Mhm. Wow, that was so good. I had things that came up. I don't even know if I want to say them anymore because that was really, really powerful. Um, what is coming up for a hot second is, especially since we're in this Lionsgate portal, which is about presence. I love working. You mentioned personality and breaking free from the personality, and that is something I'm actually currently working on, because it's something I was really attached to. I got praised for it. I love my personality, and just remembering that if I want to expand and really feel the bigger vision of what I'm called to do, I have to get even beyond the personality. And so it's about presence, and depending on, your personality type, if you're familiar with that, or, childhood traumas, you have to be aware most people are either focused on the past and regret and shame, or they're focused on the future in anxiety and in fear. So when we can get present, and you can literally, I have full body chills right now. You can literally, we talk about being the awareness of things so much, because like Sarah said, if it will be an exhausting journey, you guys, if you think it's about getting that first client and then, oh, I'm done. Or like getting past the first hub, oh, I'm done. You have to, it's like literally a resilient, courageous blending. We're all about the masculine and feminine energy, blending of just getting that foundation, which is why, like Sarah said, Sacred Leader Academy is not just a business academy to scale your impact and your income, yes, but that foundational, energetic, foundational solidness that you can master, so then you can handle all the up levelings. And you no longer have to be sitting in that anxiety of the BS that you're creating for yourself, right? So I hope that makes sense. But this is when you know when you know, like we said, and it's really up to you to call out your own BS now. Cool. Maybe we came across you. Maybe another mentor came across you, and you've decided, you made the decision. Yes, I'm working with a mentor, and then the stuff comes up. Oh, whatever it's going to be. You find ways around that. That's like what
The
a
stuff will always come
recommitting.
up when you hire. The stuff will
Yes.
always come up once you hire a mentor. Expect your bullshit to come up and bubble up even more once you step into hiring a
Yes.
mentor. That always happens. It's going to
And then
happen.
yes, and this is the key point. So it doesn't even matter. It's all an illusion, right? Whatever comes up, even though it seems so real. Yes, it's real in a sense, but you taking that action and taking your power back to say, regardless of this, I'm finding a way, and there's something that happens that clicks with the universe because you embody it. It's like the seas part, and you transcend whatever upper limit, because you showed yourself and your soul your recommitment to what your soul already knows. Can we see how powerful that is for your timeline of your soul? Like, Does that make sense what I just said? I hope that came out
Say it one more
clearly.
time. Say it
So
one more time.
it's not about the upper limit, whether it's like, oh, I don't have the funds. Cool. There's 1,000,001 ways to get a credit card. Take it, whatever. It's cool. I don't have the time. You make time. You don't have time. You don't like lift underneath your bed and
You are
where's more
time.
No,
You are time.
You are time. Like you are the time. So whatever it is, it's not about, this is so fun. It's not about the upper limit that we just said will happen when you powerfully stand up and say, I'm done with the BS. The upper limits will come. So beautiful. Let's surrender into that. Welcome that. It's not about the upper limit, whatever the upper limit is, right? The money, the time, whatever, the fear, none of that. It's about you literally gaining your power back and realigning with that vision that the higher self part of you sees and knows. And it's what you do, like the process, the transformation, like the transcending that, how powerful that act of transcending that upper limit, how that it's like building the foundation of your soul for the resilience, for the courage, for the expansion, for all the other leveling up. So it's really, does that make sense? And once you decide, like, I'm gonna overcome this, I'm finding a way, it's like a way opens because you are the one that has the control. It's like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
whew,
When
that's
you can
powerful.
finally commit to wanting to live, sharing your gift and message with the world, living in your zone of genius, being in creative flow, you commit to that. This is where you will find the synchronistic events popping up to help you support that. But it takes an unwavering conviction. Like this is what we're talking about. When you're done BSing and finally ready, there's an unwavering conviction in you. An unwavering conviction. Like feel how solid that feels. There's no teetering. There's no teetering. It's an unwavering conviction. And then the process begins.
And on the other side of that, it's so beautifully unique for each person. And you can't even describe it, right? And don't
so
like,
good.
don't, yeah, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say? Don't what?
I just lost it. I forgot what I was gonna say, but this was so powerful. There's like a little bit of a
so
lag,
good.
so I'll let you close out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I see some people tuning in with us again. Say hello if you're with us. Let us know if you're watching this on the replay. Check us out on Instagram. Our link in our bio is for our free impact assessment. This is where you get to do a 45-minute deep dive session with me to help you close the gaps in your business. We help you create a premium aligned, magnetic, and sustainable, prosperous premium program online that is a magnetic match to your soulmate client so that sales feel effortless and easy. So if that is something that you are interested in and you are a spiritual female entrepreneur, coach, light worker, teacher, healer, leader, visionary, and you are looking to create a scalable business model that allows you to amplify your impact on the front end, increase your income and your freedom on the back end, then that's what we specialize in. So check out the link wherever you're watching or listening to this. There's going to be a link to book your free impact assessment. So take advantage of that. Check out some of the testimonials on that page. If they resonate with you, if that's something you want to manifest in your business and that feels like alignment to you, then all you have to do is find a time that works for you on the calendar, and we will see you soon.
Beautiful. Cheers, y'all. Great work.